Good morning. Good morning. I'm loving them. I'll tell you where you can get this one. Okay, so today we are just finishing up on what we started last lesson. We were talking about fractions, and so today we want to apply. Remember, we are doing addition, subtraction, and multiplication. So today we just want to apply this in real life situations. Okay, so let's discuss an interesting story about a young man called Ojo and Omondi. So Omondi. Omondi goes to just clear this one here. So Omondi goes to the market. Omondi goes to the market and buys one orange. So he eats a half of the orange and then gives Ojo a half of the remainder. So what proportion was left? So a half has been eaten by Omondi. Omondi has eaten a half. Omondi has already eaten a half. And then Omondi has already eaten a half. Okay. And then he gives a half to Ojo. You know Ojo? Do you know Ojo? So he gives Ojo a half. So what is the remainder? Now, so we need to remember this. So Omondi started with a whole orange, which is equivalent to 1. So Omondi ate a half. What is 1 minus a half? It is a half. Okay? Okay. So Omondi, on his way home, he has already eaten a half. He has a half. And then he meets Ojo and he gives him a half of what was remaining. So when you're dividing a number, it's like multiplying it. In fact, let's put it this way here. Let's put it this way here. This is the same as a half divided by 2. When you multiply this, this is the same as multiplied by the reciprocal. Reciprocal of 2 is 1 over 2. So what remains? So actually, he gave Ojo a quarter. So what remained? It is the a half minus a quarter, which is what? What is the LCM between 4 and 2? It is 4. 4 divided by 2, 2. 2 times 1, 2. 4 divided by 4, 1. 1 times 1, 1. So 2 minus 1 is 1 over 4. Now you can see in one question, we have done subtraction, we have done division, we have also done some multiplication, and we have gone back to subtraction. So this is the power of having a word question in helping you summarize some work. Okay, so next, let me just clear this board here. Just clear this board here. Let's clear this board, and then we look at the next question together. All right. So in a junior secondary school, I want us to read this question together here. Now, in a junior secondary school, let's read it together. In a junior secondary school, let's make some notes. Junior secondary school, a quarter of the students. Write nicely. A quarter of the students are what? Are girls. And then what? A third of the remainder. A third of the remainder are boys. So this is the population of this JSS, okay? A quarter of the population are what? A quarter of the population are girls, a third are boys, and then the remainder of the population, these are teachers. Okay, so let's look at this. What is the proportion representing the boys? What is the proportion representing teachers? So if a quarter are girls in the whole school population, if a quarter are girls, then the remainder is 3/4, correct? Now, if the third of the remainder are boys, so meaning a third of the remainder, this is by 3/1 by 3/1. So a quarter are what? Are boys. Remember, a quarter are girls. Then the remainder are teachers. So if you put the boys together plus the girls, we have girls are 1/4 and plus boys are 1/4, meaning if you do the sum, this is 4, LCM is 4, 4 divided by 4, 1 times 1, 1 plus 1. So we have this is 2/4 or what? 1/4. Meaning when you put boys together and the girls together, they form a half. Yes. So you say this is 2/4 by 2/1 by 2/2, this is a half. So if the boys and girls are a half, what about the teachers? The teachers will be the total population, which is 1 divided by, you subtract a half, then the teachers will be a half of the what? Of the population. Teachers will be a half of the population. Now, there's very many questions that we can do on this, and I would encourage you to do as many tests as you can, And so I will give you some assignments that will help you to organize your work. I'll give you some assignments which will help you to organize your work. I'll give you some assignments. So make sure you work on this assignment which I have already given. Make sure you work on these assignments. Make sure you work on these assignments. They will help you. They help you master. And I'll repeat what I said during the last lesson. If you don't do the assignment, you end up like this young man, and you can see how stressed he is, okay? So that marks the end of our lesson for today. Now, about my specs, I'll tell you. See you soon.